If you love the look of a vintage caravan, but don't want the hassle of restoring an old one, you're in luck. I went hunting for vintage-inspired caravans, but I wanted something new, not old and musty, not something I would have to renovate, and not something with power solutions from the 60s. I could only find 2 manufacturers in Australia making brand new caravans with that retro style. And between them, they offer just 4 rare vintage-inspired caravans you can actually buy new in 2025. Let's take a look at them and see if you don't love them as much as I do. Goldie caravans are all hand-built on the Gold Coast, and they've built a reputation for colourful exteriors, vintage-inspired finishes, and a really high level of craftsmanship. At just 12 feet long, the Goldie Getaway is their smallest van. It's like a charming little love nest on wheels. Now, even though it's compact, the design really makes the most of the space. Inside, you get a proper queen-size bed, so you're not compromising on comfort. There's also a generous bench area that's perfect for working on the road, sharing a meal, or even a game of cards at night. One of the standout features is the option to add an ensuite, either internal or external. And Goldie doesn't just give you the basics here. They finish it with brass fittings and even a custom wrap, which adds a bit of that luxury touch while still keeping the retro style. So, if you're a couple, or maybe a solo adventurer, and you're looking for an easy weekend escape that combines full retro flair with modern comfort, the Goldie Getaway is a perfect fit. Next up, we've got the Goldie Beach Cruiser. At 16 feet, this one really hits that mid-size sweet spot, big enough to be practical, but still compact enough to tow with ease. Inside, it's set up to comfortably sleep 4. You've got a proper queen bed, plus the dinette converts into a second double bed. So whether it's for a couple who want extra space or a small family heading off on adventures, it's got you covered. The internal kitchenette makes it feel like a proper tiny home on wheels, with room to cook and plenty of storage tucked in around the cabin. And like the rest of the Goldie range, you've got the option of an ensuite. They do it with real style too. Think vintage-inspired brass fittings and even a custom wrap, so the bathroom blends seamlessly into that retro look. The Beach Cruiser is built by hand on the Gold Coast, with the same colourful exteriors and old-school charm that Goldie is known for, but with all the modern comfort you'd expect in a brand new van. If you're after retro style, smart design, and enough room to share the experience, the Beach Cruiser is a great balance between fun and functional. Now, if you're after something with more space and a touch of luxury, the Goldie Coastal Cruiser is where it all comes together. At 19 feet, it's the largest in the Goldie range, and it really feels like a proper home away from home. Step inside and you'll notice the generous layout straight away. There's a full queen-size bed up front, bunk beds, and of course, the ensuite. It's all designed so that a family of 4, and even up to 6 with the right layout, can live comfortably on the road. The Coastal Cruiser carries the same retro DNA that Goldie is known for: colourful exteriors, handcrafted finishes, and that old-school charm. But here, it's paired with more room to spread out, a bigger kitchenette, and plenty of storage. It's practical, but it's also beautiful. This is the van for longer trips, for families who want comfort without losing that vintage character. It's spacious, stylish, and unmistakably Goldie. And finally, we've got the Trackstar Starliner. At first glance, it looks like it's rolled straight out of the 60s, but take a closer look and you'll see it's packed with all the modern tech you'd want for off-grid adventures. Inside, you get a comfy lounge and dining space, a kitchenette, and even a full combo shower and toilet. There's a proper high-density mattress for a good night's sleep, plus a built-in sound system so you can set the vibe wherever you park up. What really makes the Starliner stand out, though, is its off-grid setup. It comes with a 120-litre freshwater tank, 70-litre grey tank, 400 watts of solar, a 2,000-watt inverter, and a 30-amp charger. Add to that the floor-mounted air conditioning, and you've got a van that's not just about the looks. It's designed to be genuinely capable. So, if you love the retro style but don't want to give up modern convenience, the Starliner gives you the best of both worlds: vintage charm on the outside and cutting edge comfort on the inside. So, there you have it. 4 rare vintage inspired caravans that you can actually buy new here in Australia. From the cozy, charming Goldie Getaway to the family friendly beach cruiser, the spacious and luxurious coastal cruiser, and finally the retro styled, adventure ready Trackstar Starliner, each one brings its own personality and unique appeal. If you love retro charm but don't want the hassle of restoring an old caravan, these are the perfect options to hit the road in style, comfort, and modern convenience. Which one would you take on your next adventure? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want more rare caravan finds like these, make sure you subscribe for the latest updates from the Australian RV scene.